Hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Sunshine Brown. Welcome. Hello, somebody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, listen. Welcome to Sunshine Brown. Welcome. I pray that all of you have had a wonderful day. Yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. My name is Dominique Brown, and I'm so happy to be with you today. I'm so happy that I could show up today. Oh, yes, 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 yes. All right, all right, all right. So listen. I want to do a quick chat with you, okay? A quick chat, a little check-in. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So any music you may hear in the background, right? Any music you may hear, I want to let you know right now, I do not own the rights to it. I do not own the rights to it, okay? All right. So I'm in a quiet place and I just want to do a little check-in, a little hello, how you doing? All right, okay? So let me tell you something. Some very encouraging words fell on my ears, right? Okay? And it was said, um, it was said that I was appreciated for showing up and speaking my truth and how some things helped other people, right? And I'm gonna tell you something that got me so excited. It got me so excited, right? Okay? I said, let me tell you something. I may put off so many hours, right? But I'm gonna get back on and show back up, okay? Right? That's what I want to do. So listen to this. Listen to this. I've been on this repairing journey, right? Like I'm repairing some things, getting some, things back in order, okay? Now, I've learned, I've learned that, you know, when you show up and you speak your truth, especially if it's gonna help someone, my God, how wonderful. How wonderful, right? Okay? The feedback has been wonderful. All right? So let me share this with you. A few weeks ago, I got on and I expressed how I felt about some things. And I was very truthful and I was right to the point. Okay, let me get right to it, all right? Okay? Now, what I had noticed is that even, even, you know, you have to stay prayed up. You know that, right? You know that. The enemy does not stop, okay? There's ongoing things. That's why you have to constantly cleanse yourself. You have to cleanse yourself. You have to cleanse, right? So you have to constantly go within and do a cleansing, all right? Oh, yes. It's real. It's real. It's real. Okay? Now, let me share with you. If you are seeing this video for the very first time, this is added to a whole story of truth that has taken place, okay? And there were some crazy things that had happened that were very unfair. But guess what? I'm still here. I'm still standing. I survived it, okay? So I am elated to speak about it. Especially if it will help you and your family. All right? Especially if it will help you and your loved ones. All right? Oh my God. So listen,
You can't hide what makes NJM
there
Insurance
was
so great.
something, and I want to make this clear. I do not own any of the music that you may hear in the background. I want to make sure I make that clear. I do not own the rights to any music, any instrumentals, anything that you may hear in the background. Um, I do not. Okay, and forgive me for any noise that you may hear. Anybody running around doing anything. It's very noisy. That's why I'm trying to, speak low in a quiet space right now. All right. Now, so this is part one, actually. I believe of what I'm going to be speaking about. So let me chat with you, because I've been off up here for about what, a week now. Okay, so let me chat with you. Even though, now you got to hear this. Even though I am, you know, in a very private situation that's supposed to be getting some things taken care of for my family and I, right? People still have people come with me around me and my children, myself and my children up close. Like they just can't stop. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying, all people are bad people or anything like that. It's nothing like that. But I have people coming to study me up close. How could they think that I don't know? You know? You know, you're going in spaces and they're running up on your heels, running. You know? Like I don't know. So I noticed that every door that you go into, it's gonna be something different, okay? All right, it can be something different, okay? So I noticed that I had a lot of people, many people playing games with me, and you know, a lot of times people get what they come for. Is what happens. You play, you get what you come for, right? Okay. So that's the thing. Those things happen. Okay. Now, another thing is, um, different doors, different things are happening. Let's be very clear. Now, my journey that I'm on, I'm gonna go into more details. All right, when it's time. Okay. Right now, it's not time. Right now, it's not time. All because of protecting other people. Other people are involved. Okay. But so listen to this. I want to express the people that show up and do things even privately for the right reasons. For the right reasons, you are appreciated and you are very loved. You are very loved, okay? And you're amazing, and stay amazing, okay? Many people can feel your love. I just want to say that. I want to say that, okay? So, in other words, I don't want to speak as if I feel like I'm alone or something like that, because I know that I'm not. All right? Okay? And on this journey, I'm meeting also some lovely people. And I'm going to tell you something. God knows. The Lord knows what he's doing, honey. Oh, the Lord knows, baby. So that's why when you go into spaces, the best thing to do, even when there's chaos, right? You have to, and that's why I've been absent for a week or whatever, because I had to go through a cleanse. Things happen. You're under attack. I mean, you got people around you, up close to you, doing spell work and then checking to see if it works. And they don't know that I know. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send it back. Because God knows I'm going to send it back. Because usually, I'm going to tell you something. Some people don't do a return to sender. I do a return to sender. You know why? Because the people that's constantly doing the spell work is people that's been doing this stuff. Think of all the people that never knew that these people, or don't even understand that they're being attacked by spell work, by witchcraft or whatever. So when I learned that there was such a thing and people really did this, I started sending it back. And guess what? You shouldn't be, plotting on people's downfall or, trying to, you shouldn't. Half of the time, people that do spell work on you, a lot of the time, people don't even know them people. You don't even know them. Like a lot of people can be a total stranger, but they believe in whatever they were told, and they went with it, and or whatever, and then I found out that people's family practice that. You know, I've heard things about my own family, but I'm going to tell you, they knew not to show me anything or whatever. I guess they just knew not to. Okay, I'm just saying I don't really, wow. Things get unbelievable. But so I was dealing with an attack, and I wanted to be clear. I said, let me be clear. Let's do this. So then I had to go do a cleanse and a within, because I wasn't gonna let that. No, but there was gonna be lots of, at different doors you go in. Guess what? You will learn to rise to the occasion. Okay? You give people what they come for. You can learn to give them what they come for, all right. Okay? Rebuke. You rebuke that demonic attack. Amen? That's what you do. Okay? So, let me keep going. Okay? So, there were some things that I was dealing with very heavy. Like they were trying to torture me. I mean, like, okay, people play games to see how far they can go and things like that. We're all adults, so, that shouldn't be necessary. But, people do that. I will never understand that. That's not I figure people could get together and do some wonderful things. Sometimes they don't. They, have a little, they like a little friction. Okay? Okay, moving right along. Okay. There's this quick thing that I want to talk about, since it looks like I have a couple more minutes, right? I want to mention something. About love, and especially when you genuinely care about someone, or whatever you're dealing with, or however you're moving. It's really from a place of gratitude, because the first thing is, no one owes you anything. No one has to show up for you in any way whatsoever. Okay, so I want to speak about this really, really clear, really quick, and be really quick about this little one part here. I have about 6 minutes, I believe. 6 minutes. Okay, so let me hurry up and get this out. I should touching this hair before I got on, but I just wanted to jump on, so I didn't worry about touching up too much of anything. All right. So listen. Now, this is what I noticed. I noticed that you cross people at some point in your life, right? And you are genuinely yourself, but sometimes people don't want to believe that you are who you are. They don't want to believe it, right? Now let me tell you what I believe in. I feel that when I cross someone and they don't want to, sometimes people struggle with things that they've already dealt with, or whatever they've dealt with in their past, or you could even remind people of some people, or whatever the case may be. When I genuinely meet people, and I am who I am, and even though they may go through some things like, this is too good to be true, or are you serious, or what's the catch, or you know what I mean? I've met a lot of those people, where you've been, You've been who you are, but they can't take it. They like, this is, it's something, right? It's something there that people are concerned, like, okay, what's up your sleeve? People are so suspicious. That's the word. People can be so suspicious of another, you know, and you know, I notice that sometimes folks move that way. Where they, why would when I meet someone, I usually, um, by asking the right questions and being who I am, I usually, it's not that I give them the benefit of the doubt. That's not what I do. But I at least, I don't make them feel like I feel like they're being suspicious. As, I should be suspicious or something like that. I don't do that, okay? I don't do that. I let people be who they are, show up and be who you are, and then people make a decision if, they want to deal or not, or however, or take it, Okay, but let me be clear on something. I'm watching the time on this, okay? So, this is what I notice. This is what I notice. When a person show up and they are who they are to you, right? Meaning you're witnessing, you witness their this type of way, right? I'm gonna let you know it's on you when you decide there's something other than what they're showing you. That's on you. Okay? That would be on me. Okay? When people show up in a genuine way to you, and because of your experiences that you've had, you think they're up to something, or you think they want something from you, right? But what you don't know, they're not showing up wanting anything from you. They're genuinely being who they are, all right? I'm going to share with you what I'm talking about. Um, I believe that when you're dealing with someone, or you're meeting people, okay? After the way you deal with that person, if something, goes south of how you're dealing with a person, or something changes up or whatever, you have the right to change it up. You have the absolute right. Hey, I'm on. Help her. Click the light back on. Oh, thank you. You have the right to change it up. Okay? You have the absolute right to change it up. Okay? It happens. You have the right to change it up. But my thing is, when you change it up based off of you going off of what someone else said, or your past feelings about something, or especially when you go off of gossip or something, guess what? With some people, that change up is where it ends. Because when people genuinely show up and they're themselves, but something goes on in the background and something changes or whatever, that's okay too. But don't expect someone to be different with you just because you discover, oh wow, oh geez, they were really that person. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Don't expect somebody to, want to run with that, okay? Especially after you've genuinely been, a person has genuinely been themselves, okay? You know, you get what I'm saying here? Especially when a person has genuinely showed up as themselves, okay? Okay? All right? So, let me tell you what that means. Let me tell you what that means. Just because a person, I'm helping some people out today for this 1 minute, okay? Just because a person appreciates you and things like that, you don't have to worry about them expecting more from you than what they appreciate you for, if that makes sense. The truth. You don't have to worry about a person expecting more from you, okay? Yeah. Mm-mm. You don't have to worry about that, okay? So when you meet people and you're dealing with people, you know, take it for what it is. Because we got a lot of people interfering and lying. And lying.